Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. And here in these beautiful spaces, we are here healing you and guiding you to ways of peace and love and strength and greater direction to help you in your most beautiful life. When you receive greater direction, you receive a deeper knowing. Your intuition increases beautifully and you are on the higher way of healing. Your understanding of your higher purpose becomes clearer to you. And thus, your joy becomes so great. And when you carry that deep joy within you, friends, you will have that deep peace. And peace is so important in your most beautiful lives. And when one has that deep peace, then it does not matter what happens in their lives. They will always come back to that deep peace and that deep knowing, that deep connection. And this is why spiritual people can find their greatest happiness even when others suffer around them, and even when their own bodies suffer. The soul, because it knows who it is, and because that person has such a deep connection to their soul levels, that person is so happy. And to them, those spiritual treasures are the most beautiful treasures that a person can have. And this is why many of the old people, they always said, happy is the one that finds the truth within them. Because it does not matter what happens to you, whether you are sick, whether you starve, whether anything happens on the outside. For when one has received the peace and the love within and the deep connection, one can hide in those deepest spaces. And it is then that they can understand how they are an eternal being. And that eternal being within you, friends, can never be hurt. It can never die. It lives forever. And once you find that deep connection within you, then nothing can hurt you any longer. Wouldn't that be a beautiful way to live life? Imagine if many people began to live life like this. And this is why these meetings are so important, to learn to find that depth and that beauty within you, that deep connection to help you become so firm upon your path and within you that you know and you have that deep certainty within you that you are spirit and you are always connected. So welcome to this most beautiful meeting this evening. Welcome to the deeper knowledge and the deeper gems. Tonight you will have a most beautiful, beautiful lesson on learning to find deeper peace within you. To learn to shun the fear and to step in deeper harmonic flows. And you will also have a deep lesson on learning how to appreciate spiritual gifts greater. I will allow myself to step back now for a moment to allow Sarah Pleiadian High Priestess to come through for you with a beautiful prayer. And then I shall return again. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Greetings. Akomoha Halima. Greetings. I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. It is always so beautiful to be back here with the people. For when we as Pleiadians can reach people, we say the people and us are one. And when we can say that, we are one family, and we are family of light together. And a long, long time ago, we were family together. And you are coming into a new age where you will understand the deeper meaning of oneness. For it will not only mean the oneness within yourself as a deeper connection, the oneness with a race of people within the love, but also the oneness with all the community of the star beings. Imagine understanding the oneness. Imagine understanding oneness with divine. Imagine understanding oneness with love. We as Pleiadians are also evolving up into the oneness, and we desire to help you appreciate these times. For when you evolve up, we also evolve up, because all evolves up. You are on a timeline here to evolve up, which helps all of us to evolve up. This is why we come to you to say, come and join us. It is the time to join your star brothers and star sisters in the light. We have much to say in the future. I will bring a prayer through from the Pleiadian High Priests and Priestesses. And this is a very important prayer. This is a prayer to awaken you as people, to help you to understand the divine time you are in, and to help you to see the great light, how it has returned to your plane. For when the divine light would rise upon your plane, our path as Pleiadians would become greater with the people. Shina kini hui, shina kuna wina Greetings, I am Sarah, Pleiadian Master, Pleiadian Guide, Pleiadian High Priestess. Greetings. Greetings. Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, I have returned. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and I am from divine supreme energies of greatness to bring these most beautiful teachings through my channel, Suzanna, Maria, Emmanuel, a holy channel, a holy sacred channel. And it is through her that I will bring my messages through, and it is with her that my messages will become greater and greater, because it is the time for the great divine light to show upon your beautiful earth. It is the time when the people of the light will see the great celebrations taking place, and they will say, "Look, the light has returned with the people." It is time to awaken the greatness within you. It is time to sing the divine songs of love with the people. And this will be heard by millions and millions of people. And you may say, "Well, Lord Emmanuel the Great, this is not happening at this moment." And I, as a divine master of the great heavens, will say, "Perhaps not yet on your timeline, but in the greater time it is already there. It has already happened. Because all time exists as one. And we, as divine beings of great love, know that you will see the great light. And it will be something that you will desire so much in your beautiful lives. Because so many truths will come to your plane, and you will hear so many new teachings coming to your plane. We ask you, are you ready to open your mind greater, friends? Are you ready to listen to deeper teachings? Are you ready to understand spirituality as completely different, as if it was a new spirituality? As if there were new teachings coming. And these new teachings may challenge some of your old ways. Because some of the new teachings will completely be different, friends. And yet, they complement each other. But they are more advanced. Are you ready to step into a higher way? Or will you stay in the old ways of thinking? That is your challenge, friends. And we as divine masters say that is a good challenge to give to the light lovers, because it teaches you to up your game up higher. Changes within the thought system is always so important. Why? Because the people love being in their own little circle, as it were. They like learning teachings, and then many stay with those teachings, stay with the old ways, even when whole new teachings come in place. And when you take on the whole new teachings and start seeing new angles, greater light, greater expansion, your whole mind, everything within you changes. It is as if you're expanding. You're becoming more flexible. You love change, and you love evolving up. For you, for the person that loves challenges, new ways of thinking, new ways of searching, they are not happy with the old thoughts any longer. But they constantly search for new thoughts, new teachings. And they say to us as divine masters, "Please teach me some more. I grasp the old teachings, although I know I need to learn more. But give me those challenges. Give me more spiritual food." We desire to take you into that. If we could show you a whole new way of learning to grasp higher teachings? Would you do that? Would you learn to take on new energy? Would you be open enough to take on those higher ways, friends? Because every teaching has a wave, an energy. And every teaching that you take on board gives you new energies. And thus, the more you learn, the greater your energy becomes. So you're able to grasp more. And this is why coming to these most beautiful meetings, it is so important, because your brain waves accelerate. You become excited. You say, yes, I am ready for more solid spiritual food. I've gone away from the milk food, the baby food, and now I want the real solid food. Do you feel like this, friends? Are you ready to take on these deeper meals? In the last few months, we've given you much of these deeper meals to digest. And the people here, and I shall also include the ones on YouTube, the ones who view YouTube regularly, they are also enjoying the greater meals. They also enjoy the greater thoughts and the greater lessons. And yet, in the very near future, we are upping the game again. So you're going to receive deeper teachings, new ways of looking at life. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to expand upwards? Are you ready for more excitement? Are you ready to discover spirituality completely different, as in a new light? And yet everything that you've learned complements each other. Nothing is ever completely new, friends. For everything that comes has already been. For everything exists at once. And yet, in your modern society, in your modern ways, it may be new. But everything that you hear, you recognize on a deeper tone. And you work on different tones. Each person here works on a different tone. And thus you complement each other. So when one grasps a teaching and one begins to harmonize with that teaching, and another person struggles with that, what they're doing, that beautiful person that harmonizes with that teaching, is singing a piece of music to the person that's struggling with it, as if it is inviting the other person to play a higher piece of music. And thus, without you realizing, you are supporting each other with your growth. And this is how you grow. It is when you grasp this, how beautiful you are, that you begin to accelerate up higher, because you're all learning from each other. And this is why it's so important you sit here with us. Because while we are bringing through this higher information that will give you peace, deeper harmony, deeper knowledge, this beautiful channel is channeling it through to you, and you are listening to music. And if you could translate these beautiful energies that is coming to you from the channel, it would sound classical. It would sound the most beautiful tones that you would have heard in ancient times. And because you're sitting here, you are remembering. You might not understand all the teachings at once, but there is a memory. I've heard that piece of music before. It sits fine in my heart. I enjoy it. I enjoy listening to it. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel peaceful. And spiritual truths make you feel peaceful. Why? Because you are are a deeply spiritual person. And within you, you have a deep spirit. And it is the spirit within you that is awakening to the music. And when the spirit within you listens to the music and listens to the tones, your spirit awakens to a very, very beautiful memory of being in the light realms. And on a conscious level, you may not even remember or understand. And that does not matter. What matters is that the spirit within is awakening. And when that happens, you become a more expanded being. You become more than just the physical. You've always been more than just the physical. Your physical body is a house, a temple for your spirit. The spirit, however, desires to expand. And the more it expands, the more you recognize your life and your higher purpose. So when it is not awake, when it is unawake, it is as if it sits in a very small container. You do your life day to day. You don't feel as if you're complete. You do not understand your life. Many people are like this. They worry about their day-to-day concerns. What happens, however, when you hear a piece of music from the heavens? That spirit within the container begins to want to escape out. And so it begins to bring a greater connection within you. And you begin to question, to ponder, to feel your love expand. Your memories return to you. You begin to expand as a human being. You begin to unite with your spirit once again. Can you understand that? And what we are doing at this moment is bringing through greater energies. So the ones who are listening are able to become more united with your spirit friend inside. Which means that you can stand more within your spirit self and connect deeper and have the deep connection within. So you become one with your spirit within. And when that happens, everything in your beautiful life becomes more beautiful because your spirit touches everything in your life. And this is why these most beautiful activations with Cryon and Suzanna, Maria, Emmanuel are so important. Because once you unite with that strength and that love, you become united with your divine spirit within you, which becomes more united with your divine self in the higher realms, and you become one. And thus, you feel the greatness, you feel the great peace, and you feel the great love that is so powerful within you. And once you achieve that, friends, you have achieved one of the greatest purposes here upon this plane for your evolution. And your evolution becomes so great. And thus you will understand the term oneness with the divine spirit. And we are helping you to understand that all beings in the universe desire that deeper oneness. For oneness is so powerful and so beautiful, and it is everything, because everything is already one. Nothing is separated. You may think it is separated, but nothing is. But it is for you to discover your deeper self. It is for you to discover your deeper love. And then you stand into deeper harmony with self. And then everything in your life becomes so clear to you. You understand that everything is an illusion, and you begin to work with the illusion. You begin to become real transformers of energies. And when you receive that power, you become gods. And this is what we're helping you towards, to become gods upon your earth, to create peace and love upon your earth. But what needs to happen before that becomes your reality is to understand the sacred oneness, to feel that, to connect to that so deep. And that depth is magnificent. So here is our greatest invitation to you, to come to these most beautiful activations so that we can help you into the oneness, so that you can stand into your own creator selves, into the powerful selves. This is why you've come here to this most beautiful plane. Are you ready to hear this, friends? Are you ready to step into that? For at the moment it's just words. And these words sing a tune. And yet this tune you recognize. That's right. I don't know how I know, but somehow those words, they sound so good to me. It makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel strong and loved by the universe. And it makes you feel loved and counted. For each person here upon your plane is so counted. And we know each person. We're calling you. Are you ready to be called by the great divine? Are you ready to hear these greatest tones being sung to you? Or is it too much, friends? Is it too much? Are you ready for the heavier spiritual food? Or are you still a babe? Are you still on the milk food? The milk food is fine. But once you pass that stage, you want more solid food. How solid do you want your meals to be? We ask you. And we will not give you too much at a time because you cannot digest too much. But every time we push you up higher, we're bringing in new thoughts for you to chew on. We're bringing you new water to drink from, new ideas to ponder upon. And in your world it's so important to understand a whole other side, a whole other road. For many do not see this higher road, they are blind to it. And they come into the fear and the insecurity. And they feel lost. And they say, help, throw me a rope. Help me out of this insecurity. I'm not sure where my next step needs to be. And this is how so many people feel. And every day there are more challenges upon your earth to face. You can choose to be pulled into those challenges, friends. You can choose to worry about everything that's happening on your plane. We, as your guides, advise you not to do that because then you add to the energy of your plane. You are making it worse. Why? Because when you believe something so powerful to be upon your plane, you are adding to the energy of it. Are you listening to this? This is why we ask you to step back from the pain and to listen to our beautiful counsel and guidance, to understand how important it is to step within the holy self, to draw away from the pain of the world and understand that there are greater treasures and that we are here helping you understand them. So what can you do at this moment then to draw into yourself and to find the deeper peace and the deeper love within you and the deeper passion so that you feel more whole, not separated, whole? Well, first, like all things, comes the desire. For without desire, you will never achieve it. You must have the true desire. What kind of desire? Very deep desire. Not I desire it one day and then I'll forget about it the next. That's not desire. That's not even a hope or a trust. It's a thought. That's a good idea. I will let my desire be this one day, and then I'll forget about it the next. I'll just carry on my merry old lane of life. So how strong is your desire then? How strong is your desire to change your beautiful life? That must be investigated, friends. So we ask you to bring that into your meditations and to bring your spirit guides close to you by asking for them. Ask them to help you with the desire if your desire isn't strong enough yet. Asking for a stronger desire is a very, very good thing. You can never have a too strong desire. And when your desire is so strong like a burning flame, it will become stronger and stronger and stronger still. Because then we say, if your desire is so strong, if it is so powerful, you are truly growing in the light. That can be your gauge, as it were. How strong is your desire? How strong do you feel the love flowing within you? Is it burning? Is it so powerful that you want more of it? And if it isn't yet, we ask you to ask for it. Help me understand the power of the Spirit. Help me to understand the higher thoughts and higher wisdom. Help me to understand the peace and the love of my spirit. Help me to understand the higher road. And that can be your homework. To investigate how strong your desire is. And then to ask for more. Because once you find that, your guides will take you on a higher path and you will understand deeper connection. Because your guides, friends, are your greatest teachers. And they are always there for you. Always there with shining love and light. And they want to connect deeper to you, especially at this very sacred time. Because the energies of light are becoming stronger and stronger upon your plane, it is easier for your guides to reach out to you. It is easier. And in times coming, that light will become so powerful. So powerful. So powerful. That you are truly walking with your guides hand in hand. Imagine that. Those are for teachings coming in the near future. And we ask you to ponder upon this. to always stay clear of the pain and the fear, to draw away from it, recognize it. Recognize it and understand that's what creates weakness within you. That's what creates more separation. And what your greatest aim is for those who live in the light and desire it more is for you to unite with your spirit. For that spirit self to become so great that it becomes so powerful within you that you truly feel united. And when you unite with the spirit within the human, the spirit on the higher levels becomes so powerful also. Your whole vibration becomes so beautiful that others will say, look, that one is glowing in the light. Look, that one is glowing with love. For your spirit is so much love. And everything that you do becomes more of love. And that is a great indication to see how strong the spirit is within you. The more it grows and expands, the more powerful it becomes and the more love you are. And everything you touch becomes of love. And only love will reflect back to that one. So the more you see the love returning back to you, the more you understand the deeper connection. And for some of you, you may say, Lord Emmanuel the Great, that means I have a long way to go. For only pain is reflecting back to me, so what can I do then? Please understand that we are here to help you up. We are here to help you up on the fast lane. So if you desire to be pulled up fast, it does not need to take lifetimes anymore. It needs an awakening. For your life can change in an instant. However, you're not ready to grow at an instant at the moment. So it will take some time. Begin with forgiving all that has happened. Keep forgiving. Allow all things to be forgiven. Whatever has hurt you, do not hold grudges. Be open with your beautiful heart. Bring in the holy, sacred, violet flame. Ignite, ignite, ignite! Bring everything up higher. Make everything more beautiful and purified in my life. Thank you, sacred, holy, violet flame. Guides, teach me to connect deeper within me. I desire it more. I desire now to understand the higher path. I've had enough of the pain. I've had enough of the fear and the agony in my life. Help me to become more pure. Help me to understand the greatness and the power of the great love. And when you have a heart like this, you will climb up higher. You will be helped up higher. But again, it comes to the desire. For many people say one day, yes, I'd like to have that healing. And the next day, they feel sorry for themselves. And they step into what is often called the victim consciousness. And the victim does not want the healing. The victim wants the suffering. They're not ready for the healing. They're not ready for it. They're not ready to find their own strength in their lives. They always want to depend upon another. Help me, please. I am in this. I am suffering with that. I carry this. My life is no good. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. That person is not ready to take the higher road. And if you identify yourself with this and say, that's a little harsh, Lord Emmanuel the Great, I, as a divine master, say, well done for recognizing it. Well done. And then learn to step on the higher road. Learn to be honest with yourself. I am now stepping in my victim consciousness. I choose to let it go, for I'm no victim. I'm a hero in my life. I bring in the energy of my hero self. Ignite, ignite, ignite a holy sacred violet flame. Allow the victim self to go away. I bring in the stronger self to my being now. I bring in the greatness, for I do desire to heal on this deep level. Can you step into this? For when you do, you will heal greatly. How? Because you are identifying with it now. And identifying with it is so important for you because you become clearer. You become more conscious. And majority of people do step into that. Even this channel does at times. And then she will say to her divine masters, I'm human. Please allow me this time and I'll get over it. But I need to come to terms with it first. And then I will forgive it. And doing this, friends, is so beautiful, for you are human. You are here to recognize you are human. And what I, as a divine master, will always say to my channel, as I'm going to say to you, and you would have heard her say it many, many times also if you've been with her, it's okay to feel like that for a little while. But it's not okay to stay in it. Be in it for a few moments. Recognize it. And once you recognize it, once you identify yourself with the pain, forgive it. And say, I choose no longer to be in that pain and to recognize it any longer. For now I choose to recognize only divine love within me. Thank you, universe, for allowing myself to become free. Can you step into that power, friends? Can you do that? For it is the most beautiful gift you can give to yourself, if you can. This is a road of empowerment. It's a road of healing, of understanding self, and of understanding energies, and of understanding your deepest spiritual self. You are on a most beautiful healing road. Allow yourself the time to heal. However, recognize your healing path. Always have love for self, friends. Love self. Forgiveness is self-love. Recognizing is self-love. Allowing yourself to cry is self-love, but then releasing it is greater self-love. Learn to become more in love with who you are and to meditate. Be open to it. When often one is grieving, one is in anger, one is in fear, it is more difficult to open to spirit during those times for many people than at times when they are happy. We say as divine masters, build your relationships up strong when you are happy. So you have us to fall back upon when you are grieving and fear and stress need guidance. Always work this way and your life will become so much happier and stronger. stronger and more loving and filled with power. And this is my teaching for tonight. So you have learned well. And you have identified greater now with divine spirit and your greater self also. So work at expansion. Work at falling in love with your divine spirit within. Because it's all part of the light. And when you see your divine self within you, your divine self up in the higher realms of light will draw you closer. Always work these higher ways, friends, and your life will become so blessed in the light. And you will always sing the higher tones of music to everyone. And always support those ones who cannot understand it yet. And you will sing your beautiful music out to others so that they hear it and they will grasp it because you understand it. Awaken each other. But before you can awaken each other, you must awaken yourself.